crikey, there was just so much content with gadgets, I had to turn it into 2 shows. So here is part 2, where you're going to learn about gadgets for camping and little off-grid trips. So yeah, let's go, shall we? Right then, here we go, batteries. You probably have something like this. That's an Energizer, that's a RAV Power. There are others that are good. You've got to pay for quality items here, sorry. This is, I think, 10,000 milliamp hours, and this is 5,000 milliamp hours, I think. There you go, it's about half charged. This will charge up a mobile phone a couple of times. This will charge up a mobile phone 3 or 4 times. Definitely worth having if you're off-grid. But yeah, this year I decided to go a stage up and I bought this piece. There you go. This is called a portable generator, which is rather optimistic, really. It's not quite there. This cost, well, I bought it with a solar panel. Bought it with this thing. It was about 420 quid for the pair. Right, solar technology is just about right. It's no longer early adopter. This might be work for you now. It's there. This thing has, it's not perfect, but it works great for me. This will keep me going. It charges up during a day on this panel if it's sunny. If it's not, it doesn't. But with this I can charge up everything, and I'm a vapor, so these batteries, each one of these batteries in here, an 18650, takes about 10% of that. Maybe a bit less. So if I'm charging up 4 batteries of an evening, that's a significant part of this. But I also get to watch a film, charge up any torches or bits and indeed bobs that need charging up, and yeah, it's enough for me. And then the next day, with any luck, I can either plug it into someone's wall socket if it's not sunny, and if it is sunny, it charges in a day. Solar panels, this is I think it's 120 or 100 watt portable solar panel. Top Solar, I mean there are other brands. This is Super battery, again there are other brands. They're quite well matched. Right, problems with the Super then. Well, it's got all the inputs and outputs you might want. It connects. Yeah, we'll talk about that in a minute. You have to turn it off, otherwise it slowly drains charge, because it runs the fan and its little display, and over a night or two it'll come back on 0. So you've got to remember to turn it off. I mean, that wouldn't seem difficult to put in, would it? A little auto off feature. If nothing's happening for 10 minutes, shut down. But it doesn't have one, which caught me out once. You cannot charge it up and have it charge something else up at the same time. This is now a couple of years old. More modern ones can do that. But, you get what you pay for. And the battery is basically excellent, and it does what I need it to do. So I'm happy with that. And for 400 quid, that is kind of your entry level, really. Okay. You can go up. Think of a number. £3,000, £6,000. You can get kit. You can run all kinds of things off. This is limited in what it will run as well. It's limited to, what was it now? I think 500 watts. So I can run a sander. I can't run a power drill. If you want to run power tools or a microwave or a hairdryer, you can find a battery generator that will do that, but you will be spending £2,000 or £3,000. Anyway, this is just a small initial thing that works for me. This is damn heavy. I don't know if it's... No, it's not too bad. What's that, 5 kilos? You might manage that with camping. The solar panel, yeah, it's good. This technology is there now. This particular thing, this particular panel, came in a protective case, which is a good idea. This is other things in there. It came with loads of connectors, which is great. I mean, that's just really good to have. And I store a couple of other little solar panels in here that I'll talk about, because this is another way to do it. Here is a very simple little solar panel, previous generation. This is the type of things that mobile home users use to trickle charge their leisure battery. This can be used to charge up, it's got a USB socket, to charge up a single device, like a phone or one of my vapes, or you know, a torch or whatever. So that's handy. You can find these second-hand for chips. That's worth thinking about. This is a little solar panel, which is a bit better for travelling. I can't remember what this costs now. I think it's 50, 60 pounds. This is 3 years old, something like that. Pretty good. Again, what brand is this? Rav Power. There you go. It's a good brand. It's got all kinds of little connectors and things in there. This was the first solar solution I had on here, and again, that's handy for charging up single devices. But this baby means that staying down here is a joy. You know, over several days, if I'm lucky, I can watch movies I've downloaded, and I can play music and keep everything charged. So, there you go. And lastly, because we've got little external batteries to keep charged, you need a device like this to charge them up. I've gone for the extreme end of things because, like I say, I'm a vapor and I have lots of batteries to charge. But this will charge anything. You may not need something quite so nuts. You can get little 4-bay ones that'll run off a USB charge with one of these, for example. That would be recommended. Or just make sure you've got devices that are going to last the length of your trip. Anyway, I've got one of these. It's plug-in, charge up my big battery during the day, and at night I can keep everything I need charged up. Solar and batteries. It's ready. You should jump on board if it sounds right for you. Good. Next then, water. Gosh. Yeah, let's do it. Water. Water. So here's traditional jerry cans, 25 litre, what's that, 14 litre, and there's a more modern take on it. Right, I've had this 15 or 16 years and it's broken. You can see it's leaking there, so I have to store this on its back like that. Really cumbersome, difficult to carry. You know, I'm immensely strong, but that's hard. This is better, but the tap is, you know, it's just annoying. This is the best thing. I think it's 24 quid, 12 litre. I've got several of these. During the hot spells in 22 in the summer, I've been carrying 3 of these a day for watering the saplings and hedge that I'm trying to grow. And you know, 40 odd litres a day. And this is the best way to do it. The tap is brilliant, it works, you can get at it to replace it. You can't with those. Nice big top, which allows that. You can get your hand in there, give it a clean when it gets a bit of algae, or you need to change the tap. Excellent gaskets. They don't leak. Just quality build, quality engineering. This is the way to go with water if you've got to carry water around. This one. Look at it. I don't know if it's got a brand. Doesn't have a brand. I found it on Amazon. Go get some. Okay, so here we are in a gloomy shed, and the expensive torch is earning its keep. There you go. Gas cooker. Runs off this thing. That lasts me about a year. Fantastic. And that's where I get all my hot water from. And meals and cups of tea. So that's genius. And there's one more light up here that really works in my situation. So this is a security light, solar powered. The solar panel's outside, and this has a motion sensor. So when I walk in here at night, the lamp comes on, and I can make myself a cup of tea or find my cheese spoon. You know, so that's handy. That just comes on. I don't have to remember to pick up my torch. So that's a joy. There's two things that are useful in my situation. And then if we go out here, I'm going to show you the shower. So there we are. Starts with this thing, which came from B&Q, place to stand on. And you fill up your bucket with a kettle of hot water, and then 3/4 fill it with cold water, and you've got enough water for a shower. This is a little pump. Drop it in the water. Whoa, whoa, and it comes out here. And there's a shower outside. Love it. Now, as long as you've got some reasonably environmentally friendly soap or something, you can just do that anywhere. Not going to hurt anything. So that is a real joy. That makes the whole thing work if I'm out here for a few days. So yeah, that is a top tip. Don't mess around with anything else. Get one of those little pump showers. You get 3 or 4 showers out of it, so if you're a family, you might want a couple of those. And that works well. You've just got to remember to run the shower, soap up, stop the shower, give yourself a scrub, and then there's just enough water left to rinse off the suds from a bucket. So yeah, there you go, that works. Anyway, I hope that's been useful for you. I hope it's given you some ideas. Solar technology is just, it's there now, I think. So if you can think of an application, go for it, because those big batteries are going to last hundreds of cycles, which is tens of years. So you may be spending, I mean, I spent 400 quid on that little system, but it's going to last 10 years, so it's pennies per use. And it means that when I come to stay at the field for a few days, that, you know, I've got lighting, I've got music, I can read a book, I can watch a film. And I'm in my 50s, I'm not going to live like a savage. So, yeah. You guys then, look after yourself, and if you've enjoyed this, you might want to look at the ambient field reports that I lovingly create. Anyway, you take care now, look after yourself, and look after someone else. All right, bye-bye.
England came from behind for the first time under manager Sweden of England to beat the current European champions, the Netherlands, 5-1 in a friendly. But England is definitely not